Hey everyone, this is Pat Mesiti on a Monday afternoon, and I'm sure many of you would have seen the news already. And while we're waiting for people to join us, I know that there are many people that are concerned about what's happening in Melbourne. It seems like Dictator Dan is doing everything he can to buy votes, particularly the female vote. Well, of course, we all know that last week Gina Reinhardt pulled $15 million, and rightfully so, from Netball Australia because of something that she's supposed to apologise about, which she didn't say and she didn't do. And this country is obsessed with this generation paying for sins of previous generations. Let me first tell you that nowhere in the Bible or actually in law does that actually have to happen. If your father committed a murder, does that mean you should be held responsible for what he's done? Or whatever, because this is what's exactly happening. But of course, Dan Andrews comes to the rescue. The man that is already $200 billion estate in debt. Wait a minute. 2022 to 2023, $9.7 billion deficit. Yet Dictator Dan can fork out $15 million. Question. And Real Rookshaw made a brilliant statement on this, and I salute you, Real. You're just so clever. I wonder if Netball Australia is going to wholeheartedly agree with every decision that Dan Andrews made, past, present, and future. I'm just wondering. I wonder if the recipients of this $15 million of taxpayers' money, the taxpayer, the people that actually still work and lose their jobs and lost their jobs because of the dictator. I wonder if Netball Australia is going to agree and give allegiance, give a salute, give an endorsement to all that Dan has done and more than likely will do. And let's just say stuff that hasn't been reported yet. You see, this is nothing more than trying to buy a female vote. That's how I see it. And do I like netball? Not particularly. It's not my thing. I don't really care for it, to be honest with you. But if Netball Australia had any kind of integrity, they ought to be rejecting that money themselves from Dictator Dan. But of course they won't, because wokeness, if you go woke, you go broke. And you can see it in companies, you can see it in organisations, you can see it in churches, you can see it in all kinds of activities in our world today. And Dictator Dan is doing nothing more than splurging because he's got an election on. Now, two things I want to mention to you. Right here on Facebook on Wednesday, I am going to be interviewing 3 candidates that are actually going to be standing against Dictator Dan in his seat in Victoria. I'm going to be interviewing them at 4:00. But also, starting next week, and this is vitally important, many of you are saying, Pat, are you coming to Sydney? Pat, are you coming to Brisbane? Pat, are you coming to Melbourne? Well, we're doing it next week. Next week, it's a one-day only event. So those of you that have been inboxing me, putting things in the chat, come on, guys, now's your chance. We are going to be in Melbourne on the 9th of November. Then on the 11th, we're going to be in Sydney. Following week, we are having a one-day event in Brisbane, but listen to me very carefully. On the Gold Coast, we are also starting our awakening event, our spiritual awakening. Now, folks, I need your help to get word out, especially about the awakening. I really do. Our Reborn ad account has been shut down, and they've put so many restrictions because of trolls and everybody complaining and really attacking us for no reason apart from the fact that we are people of faith. Now, I need all of you out there. Listen to me. Don't just like, I need you to share. I'm going to put some images in this chat. Now, I need you guys to take action for me. Number 1, register for the tour. It's free. If you want a VIP ticket, I think there's some VIP tickets there. But we're going to go to Brisbane, Melbourne, and Sydney. Number 2, I need you to be on this platform and my other platforms on Wednesday, 4 p.m. to hear what the candidates that are running against Dan Andrews in his seat. Because, if he loses his seat, he can't be Premier. We all know that. And then also, I need you to share the images for the awakening. We've had to go circumnavigate around the whole advertising area. But I know, listen to me very carefully, I need your help. And if you will share some of the images that I will put in here, in this chat, or share the link, I know we can get a massive crowd. Now, we're going to be on the Gold Coast Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Not this Sunday, the following one. But you need to register to be there. I know we need an awakening. We really, really do. And for some apparent reason, our enemies out there attack us when we use those words like revival or awakening. Because basically, we're living in some scary days and they don't like truth. They don't like being told the truth. And especially people that work in darkness, they really don't like the truth. So, folks, we need to be vigilant. We need to be aware. I do need your help. Get on out there. This is just a short hi and hello. Got a lot to say on Wednesday and later on in the week. But just to make you aware that this dictator down there needs to be removed from office. He needs to go. Now, we all agree and we all concur. But the way we make it happen is for all of us to work together. I want to thanks for listening. God bless you and thank you. Oh, by the way, even if you live in another state, whether you're in Sydney, Melbourne, Victoria, come on, just share the images and the links out there, guys, because this is how we can mobilize and have the good news out there. God bless you and thank you.